Good morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. So, I don't know if you can see it on my arm. If that shows up, maybe it shows up better in the shade. But anyway, I was feeding the birds, and a wasp landed on me for no apparent reason and bit me. And it's totally swollen. And it burns like crazy when you touch it. It's boiling hot. So that's kind of weird. Yesterday I didn't post a video because there's been problems with my parents and stuff, so I went to Ottawa. My dad's moved into an apartment. He's renting his house out. He's just having too much difficulty looking after the house by himself with my mom in a home. So he was lucky enough to get a condo right beside the residence my mom's staying at, so he can actually walk over to her building instead of trying to drive in city traffic, which has become a bit of a nightmare at 90 years old. So I went to have a look at his new condo and see how he was settling in, and that was really nice. But in the future, I might be going there a little more often, so whenever I'm missing a video, that's probably what's going on. But we're in the barn now, so let's have a look what's happening in here today. So while it's scorching hot and the weeds are starting to go to head, we decided to cut off as much of the weeds as we can, depresses them so that year after year you should have less and less weeds in your fields. The problem is in this little paddock area is that we have a pile of ground and the weeds have all grown on top of it. So when he has a moment, he's gonna put his bucket on the tractor and flip that whole pile over. We don't like to take it down and level it because the sheep actually like to play on the big hill back there, but he obviously can't drive over it with the bush hog. It's too high. So, well, now the sheep think they're coming outside. Poor girls. But weeds serve a purpose. In droughts, they're the only things that seem to grow. They hold the soil together to stop erosion. So they do have a purpose, but when you're farming, you kind of wish they weren't around. And in the barn we were having problems with the lights. We took the 3 down that aren't working for some reason. And we got an electrician coming hopefully in a few days to try to figure out what's wrong with them. We looked at replacing them, and it's hard to find big long lights like that that'll go outside, especially nowadays. Arnie says the girls are all dressed up to go out tonight, so they got their fancy makeup on. Hi, you guys! What are you doing? You guys look very pretty. Oh, you guys. Remnants of tattooing. You guys look lovely. Oh, you guys are pretty. Look at the dust. Just no rain at all. trimming down the weeds. All the ones I could pull out, those deadly nightshade, are all gone. I'm pretty sure I got every little one. So he's just chopping down the other weeds. I'm going to show you another ram lamb that I'm thinking I was going to use Monster as a backup. But I'm, now that they're starting to age and stuff, because lambs do change as they grow. I keep telling people that. A yearling, you're pretty set on what you get, but ram lamb can look great as a lamb, and by a yearling he looks terrible, or vice versa. He can not look the most attractive as a lamb, and then by a yearling he looks fantastic. So we have to make decisions by the 100 to 120 pound mark, because our market demands lambs no heavier than that, and it's a really difficult decision at that age. Probably we sent a lot of beautiful ram lambs to market that would have been better, and we probably held back a few that should have gone to market. That's why we're constantly sorting through them. But anyway, there's one in here. He's a triplet. He was born end of February, I think it was. I'm waiting for his DNA results back. But he's from Handsome, so we know he's scrapie resistant, because Handsome is RR. But I'd like to see if he's RR or QR. And he's liking the showing thing. You know how Killer, when Arnie holds him, he just loves being held and positioned. This guy, he doesn't like to be walked around yet, but he does like me to position him. I'll find him for you. I haven't backed off on my view of Kryptonite here. He's still one that I'm liking a lot. That's him. Where is he? Here he is. Found him. He had his face stuck in here. Come here, let's show how you like to be positioned. Come on. Come on, let's show how nice. There, let's show how nice you are. It would be nice if you had someone else to hold them. So, when I grab his foot and position it, he actually likes that. Hi. And right away his tail goes up. Hi, bud. Hi. Yeah, we're liking you. I'm just showing you. Stay there, okay? First I couldn't get you. I might have him as my stand-in. Thinking he looks nice. Now he's back in the feeder again. We're back at the neighbor's property. These are the guys that just sold this farm, and the new owners are coming in September 9th, so we have to talk to them to see if we still have this farm to work. Probably we do, because I hear they're from Toronto again, but you never know. You gotta find that out. Or we could be retired from this field. And if we lose this field, we also lost the field on the other side of us, because unfortunately he passed away on the weekend, and maybe she'll stay there on her own, but I doubt it. It's a kind of a sad situation. So we may be retiring before we know it. That's our farm in the distance over there, and that's our bean field. Despite the lack of rain, it still looks pretty good. But if you don't get any rain, the beans don't fill out in the pods, so you get a poor crop. But at least the leaves are alive, so hopefully the beans are still growing. We were just seeing if it was worth cutting this hay off before the new people come in. I think it is, but Arnie says no, not enough. So I think we're gonna leave it.
Beans are good because they're the first beans planted. The earlier beans get higher. The beans here are short. It's still pretty high. I say they're 20, 25 inches high. But they're suffering. They need water. It's not too late yet to fill them out.
So we'll walk into the bean field here without destroying anybody, and we'll have a look at what beans look like in the field.
See all the pods?
Wait a minute. Yeah. And lots of pods. So as they start to mature, the leaves will all turn yellow, and then the pods will start to dry out. Right now they're supposed to be filling these little pods up. So well, I'll try to get a close-up of some beans. They're kind of fuzzy things.
I think you can't complain about the beans here. So it's such a full year.
There, those are the beans. These little things. They're fuzzy pods. They actually look kind of more like a fuzzy sweet pea or whatever, but they're beans. And the little things are inside. But I'll show you them as they ripen. Came out here because there's supposed to be cows escaped from the neighbors into this field, but either they got them back or they wandered back on their own. But we were afraid they were going to eat what we have left of the second cut and then head into our bean fields, but luckily they didn't. And you can see every now and then there's corn growing in the beans there. But that's the leftover seed that would have been in the planter, and it just grew randomly in the field. And that's our farm at the back. And a little bit of milkweed at the edge of the field, just in the fence lines. But I don't see any. I'm looking for monarch caterpillars or anything, and I don't see any. I do see another type of caterpillar, but that's not a monarch caterpillar. Oh, and here's another one. It's not a monarch caterpillar either. It's the same one as the other one, a fluffy one. And look what's in our yard right now. That is for the combine. We're gonna do the barley today apparently. He dropped this off. He has to bring it up the laneway with a tractor, drag it sideways because it won't fit through the laneway because it's way too wide. I'll find out what it's called. What's that thing called?
Head. Grain head.
That's it. It's the grain head. So the grain head goes on the front of the combine.
It goes behind the combine.
Does it?
Yeah.
Isn't it the thing at the front that chops it up?
Behind the combine. I thought you knew what you were talking about. So you're not making
But the thing is, I did say in the front and you corrected me. Trying to make me look bad, but I already had it right. So the combine's arrived and we're gonna go pick up, looks like Scott, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. No,
Yes, it is.
Ready to go? You ride back?
Do you want to pull that header up?
Yep.
For me?
You want to just wait here?
Yeah, if that works.
Okay,
You
no,
wanna
I'll
pull
get
it up?
it. Yeah.
No,
Sure.
Do you know how to hook it up?
I'm not hooking it up.
Say
He
then.
doesn't. He's hooking it up.
We're gonna put you on YouTube
I have
today.
my good shirt on today.
Did you? You're all prepared.
Ready
Excellent.
for the camera. So.
Awesome.
The neighbor's cattle was just in the field there. So.
I seen you over there.
So that was Corey we were talking to at the field, and now I'm assuming this is Dad, his dad, which is Scott with the auger here. But we'll see when we see him, but I'm pretty sure that's who this will be. And hopefully he doesn't hit our electric wires here. He's gonna lower that and bring it through. And then Arnie's gonna hook this auger onto his tractor and bring it back to the combine so we can get that started. And apparently these guys watched our videos and knew to get dressed up for the day so that they look good. At least somebody will look good on the video. There he is. That's Scott.
Right there, yeah. Okay. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to put that mic on. Well, the last time, what are you doing? You go right there. Oh, no, you go. Walk that way. Just far enough away. I'm going to try it.
Okay, we're taking the head back now. So that was Scott. He's the father. Oh. So Scott's lining up the auger. Arnie hit the bales with the head, so I had to get off the tractor because somehow me standing there was the cause of him doing that. That's how it is when you work with a spouse.
Corey did it for me. Jack Combine 1 year for me. When he wanted to do everything for me, and then the next
So
year,
the head got bent when he hit the bales, so we're trying to fix it.
think we're going to bail on you?
What's that? No, I don't give a shit.
Okay, we're gonna hook her up again. It's all lined up nice and straight, so it should be able to go through. Oh, now Cody's gonna take it up. It's the thing that these things are so wide and our space here is so narrow. Now we got the repair guys going back to the field to fix the combine. I just noticed when you look towards the barns, the coverall, the doors are open. And from this angle you can see our wrapped hay right through them. Kind of a neat picture. So we've got a beautiful sunset tonight, and I think that's a really good note to end on. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms and see what happened with getting that barley off. Bye for now.